Alright, we are back with another video slash stream for you guys. It is from Drippy Dolo 7. Um, I did have a good half hour that I was doing before, but my video was kind of screwing up, so doing a second take at this, and even better just because it gives me a moment to just breathe and gather my thoughts again. But we're gonna queue up into a game whilst I just basically talk about how I feel about the current changes and everything, and what's going on for season 6. Because there's not a lot that's being currently said for season 6. At least there's not been a lot properly displayed out there saying, hey, we're gonna be getting this or that. Stuff like GT is, I mean, yeah, we've got Baby and we have like Pan in here for her outfit and stuff, but there's not much else going on aside from that. We got the Super Saiyan 3 transfer, which isn't entirely bad or isn't inherently bad, but I would have rather seen him go, Super Saiyan 4 than Super Saiyan 3 against, what is it, Baby Vegeta of all people. But, as I said, it's been up and down so far. Me personally, uh have I liked anything so far that's been shown? I mean, the only thing that I've somewhat really liked has been the changes to the Raiders, honestly. At least in my opinion. I don't play Raiders at all. I do not really have, I guess you could say, a horse in the race when it comes down to that. But me personally, I have just been. Oh, did someone drop me in the chat? I think someone dropped me in the chat a few seconds ago or something. I may have missed it. Oh, as I was saying, the biggest changes that I really want to address and speak on in this video is not the Raider, the Survivor ones. And this has been a big topic that I feel like a lot of the community has been speaking about, because I feel like to everyone, these Survivor changes were not needed. They were not needed at all. The fact that we can no longer use B as a dodge button as a survivor to actually dodge things and have invincibility frames, and it's not to say like we rolled and the entire animation gave us a full-on you can't hit me mode, but you would have to genuinely have some good timing in order to get those invincibility frames and in order to dodge an attack that's coming your way. Now, again, granted, there are some other means of still being able to, dodge certain attacks from raiders and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, you still technically can. But even down to that same token, it's not to the same effect of being able to, it's not to the same effect of being able to, I'm trying to think. It's not like it's something that you can consistently do unless you're extremely skilled. It's not like you were able to just continuously roll or just spam roll and the raider could never hit you with like a ki blast or a melee attack. Honestly and truly, that dodge was mostly for the melee attack. So the fact that they took out the iframes really makes no sense. Now, in like a logical standpoint, yeah, I would very much doubt a raider would ever miss punching a normal human or a normal survivor. I would doubt that any of these raiders would have an issue socking this raider into, or socking this survivor into that wall and then through that fucking wall or something. Like, generally speaking, I don't think that's an issue. What I do find to be an issue, though, is them deciding to do this simply just because. This was not something that players asked for and said, hey, you know what? What's really broken in this game for survivors is just those rolls, those stupid rolls. They're just giving us those iframes, and we just can't deal with it anymore. We're just breaking the game from just using all these iframes. And now we have it to where you genuinely can't press B as a survivor for anything useful, because the only thing that B button is for dodging. Let's just quickly go over the controls real quick. Oh, I can't even do so. I even went into the friend thing by accident as well, so. But can't even do that real quick. But the controls very much state that B is literally just the dodge button. Unless you, excuse me again, unless you've changed around your controls and stuff, B is literally just for dodging, both in Dragon Change and Survivor. And the biggest, absolutely worst change they made was probably um, the dodge to transfers. Now, being a transfer, there's no real point to being a transfer. They should just really make this just a Dead by Daylight game, and like maybe the transfers just make you really fast. Because now the fact that you really can't dodge, it's not even to say that you have skill or you technically need a level of skill to do it before. Before you did need skill. Geez, sorry, excuse me. I'm still getting up from the morning time. But before you actually did need skill, like you genuinely needed skill as like if you were going into Broly and you were the transfer, you couldn't just sit there and just keep spamming dodge, or you would be getting hit. But if you could time your dodge, you would be fine. Especially if he was level 3. Level 3 has his not his barrage per se, but his 3 set of key blasts that he throws out in that succession. If you can time it right, at least back then, you could actually dodge all 3 of those, which were very hard to dodge. Or at least maybe not all 3, but at least 2 of them, definitely. And then his normal just 1 key blast that he throws out, that that was an easy enough thing to block itself. Or easy enough thing to dodge itself, in my opinion. I don't think I'm able to get this thing off my screen.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks.
Oh, I
I've
could.
set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch.
Yeah, and then alongside Baby being the new Raider, I mean, whilst I'm happy to see Baby as the Raider, trust me, it makes me ecstatic than the next person. And all I'm hearing is those sieves. It's like, do you trust this sieve? And that's the fun part. I honestly think that's probably the fun factor for... I definitely feel like this is the fun factor for playing as Baby, is like, you're not sure if you want to save a sieve or not, which is like, you're... Yo, and that's the broken thing as well. I can't do anything to get out of there.
No way.
That is the most broken thing in the world.
Someone.
Who watched this happen? What the... Wait, one moment. You just watched this occur from above and you're just sitting here watching. You could at least be reviving me at the very least.
I need help.
I'll appreciate it now. It took a little second, but... I mean, as I said, it's that factor there of like, okay, you really want to save a sieve, but something like this might happen. The thing that I'll definitely call broken... Oh wow, that I guess genuinely really works. So you can just use, what is it? That same skill I have that's disabled now, After Image. fuck. Oh my god, this shit's gonna be so fucking annoying.
Here I go.
Thank God. I don't know who saved my life, but they saved my life.
Your allies here once they've calmed down. I've got your back.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dip me out. Jesus. I don't know who did that, but they saved my fucking life, Loki. Shout out to that person.
You found a power key.
And I'll
Go
take
slide
that.
it. I need help.
Shit.
Ally down. If you intend to
We don't
rescue
have,
me,
at least
watch out
especially
for
when it
enemies.
comes to him, you don't have the luxury of just saying screw it, we can't save players. Already having, Jesus, 2 players down sucks. I'll just set the geek. Just for shits and gigs.
That was scary.
Like I said, for Baby being able to, like, do what he does now, it definitely adds the factor of scarce to it, because it's like, well, shit, you don't want to run into him. Did he see me? There's no way he saw me. Can I get a cooldown? I was gonna say asking you shall receive, but that's not getting what you asked for. He's only taken out B. He's only taken out B. He has 2 servants already.
That's
And
a
he
power
just
key.
became level 3.
Place it now.
Before you die,
And
allow
I
me
have to
show
get
you
teleports
what the fully
in.
evolved Tuffle
Oh,
is
that's
truly
annoying.
capable of.
I'm sorry, but that's also the one part that I really kind of don't like about Baby as well. Why is it that I have to be teleported from where I was, all because I was brainwashed? Or not even that. It literally just brings me to, like, the automatic drop site for wherever part of the map I was on.
Great.
I'm not gonna lie to
You
you,
know
that's
what to
kind
do
of a
with that
pain in the
key.
ass. Why are you even doing that to me in the first place? Do you have a Dragon Ball? Nah. I didn't even remember I had a Dragon Ball radar this whole time. Might as well try to help out where I can. I'm not gonna use that for that. Screw it. He's sitting at 5. I can at least get him. Oh yeah, Dragon Balls, Dragon Balls. I'm getting this last one for us, guys. I'm gonna put this one here because I'm gonna try and go for this.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think
Okay.
before rushing in.
Wait, did he?
Thanks.
I think he had. I think he was the guy with the Dragon Balls. So I think we might be fucked. Jeez, I'm just trying to go on the wall. And this is probably the worst situation, is you just obtained somebody else. So now we're in an even more screwed position against Baby. All because he has technically all the Dragon Balls now.
Compared to me, you're nothing but an annoying little fly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm already probably stocked up on a well-set amount of cash. Jesus, yo, Kalina. Come over here. Here. Hold on to the Dragon Balls, because I'm not going to be able to do much with them. That, and someone's going to have to get the Dragon Balls off of him. Unfortunately, I am not built to do either of that. We're just gonna technically play this out, but yeah, I mean, for like Baby as the Raider, I don't entirely hate it. It's just the way that he can play sometimes, or at least that a Baby can play sometimes,
Compared
that
to
will
me,
definitely
you're
make the
nothing but
game
an
a little
annoying
bit
little-
more
Great! You found
sucky.
another power key. Use it quick.
I don't even know where he's at. He's just over somewhere chilling. And I mean, I technically feel like fighting him somewhat, but I only feel like fighting him to get those Dragon Balls. And that's really the end-all, be-all of what happened here. We still need to find this one for E. Which, hopefully it's under here or something. No shot. So I'm just going to take my sweet time and climb. But yeah, in my opinion, I feel like Season 6, it's going to take some time. Either it's going to take some small updates during this season, or it's just going to take a shit ton of these transfers. Because there's nothing else that I could think of that would really help this game,
Great.
genuinely
You know what to do
speaking.
with that key.
Compared to me, you're nothing but an annoying little fly.
And that's how I feel like everyone feels going against Baby. Oh, yep. Supercharge that thing.
The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now.
At long last, the time to fulfill my true purpose has come.
Damn, is he going that quick? Hold on.
The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can, but retreat if you need to. Got it? You've got all 7 Dragon Balls.
Alright, now time to help. There we go. Start beating his ass. I know he wants to get... Wow.
If you intend to rescue them,
I was gonna say I know he wants to get the kill, but that's kind of fucking ridiculous. And yeah, he's cooking. Can't lie. And I say technically, if Kalina could keep Baby, what is it, occupied, that'd be the best thing for them. Yeah, she's got to go for it. Damn, man, that's GG's. Yeah, if Kalina could have held it down for like a second longer, we would have had it, or they would have at least had the Dragon Balls. But I said that, and then along with Baby having that mechanic of taking a survivor and then making it like his own Doria slash Zarbon like Frieza, I don't know if I like that either. Now, whilst that's a fun mechanic, or at least it definitely incentivizes players, hey, come revive another player unless you want to have more problems to deal with. It also kind of incentivizes the Raider to just sit on a body until he can get a servant, and then you just have a free body to send out, on top of the fact those servants are strong. Those servants are stupidly strong. Like, you have to shoot them multiple times. I mean, I guess same thing with like, what was I gonna say? Same thing with technically, Zamasu, or, well, no, just technically the same thing with like Zamasu. He'll float around and he'll be a nuisance and shit like that. But to give the servants the moves of the player, which only makes sense because you have to take the net code of whatever player or whatever it is. So it'd make more sense that way, but to give them the Ki Blast and super attacks is so incredibly nasty. Albeit, yeah, a baby will probably have those sweats, especially in the ranked. Ranked, oh my gosh, baby's he's going to just blow up in use when ranked comes out. Because when you think about it, if he can easily just rush survivors and just kill a bunch of survivors, at least down a bunch of players and keep them separated, he just gave himself like a shit ton of servants. He could send the servants out and then just cook really quickly. I definitely feel like Baby for this season, I mean, obviously he's the guy for the season, but I definitely feel like now he is going to be like, he just might be the top raider for quite some time. And I personally feel like we definitely need, like, I don't feel like survivors need any kind of buff now. I just feel like they need to re-enable what we had for, like, in terms of the dodges and everything like that. Just re-enable it. Don't take it away or anything, just re-enable it. That's all we need. I guess that might be asking too much right now. Hey, welcome to the stream. What's going on? It's poppin'. I'm just talking about my thoughts on Season 6 and what the season has going on with it right now. I mean, there's been so many changes, both good and bad, it's just made the game extremely hard to enjoy playing. I mean, not that I don't have fun playing it, but it's like there's just so much that they very much need to fix when it comes to this game. And the biggest things, as you could see in the top left right there, is the queue times. The queue times is probably the one thing, like, I feel like if nothing else got touched in this game, nothing else for the update, if the queue times got fixed to where you're getting into a game within 2 actual minutes, that'd be lovely. That'd be fantastic change for this. But none of that is happening. None of that is going to happen, unfortunately, at all, because they don't want to change or fix the queues. If they're not going to change or fix the queues, how are we going to get into games and be able to actually record or genuinely just play the game as a player of your game? If it gets to 5 minutes, I'm going to cancel the queue, and usually whenever I say that, it'll start to engage itself somehow a little bit faster. I'm giving it like a solid another minute, and that's really it. If it can't find me a match, then I'll just look elsewhere, or not look elsewhere, but I'll just search again. But that's also the biggest issue. Why have such a long queue time and everything if you guys know damn well to yourselves that this thing is broken? Like, even if you updated it so it didn't say 1 minute, I would appreciate that. So you can at least show the acknowledgement and say, hey, it's really just going to take maybe 2 to 4 minutes. But we don't get that privilege, or we don't get that ability to see that. Instead, we're just given, hey, the average wait time's a minute, and it's about to be 5 minutes, so I don't know what anomaly you're in. I don't know why you're taking 5 minutes, but my game is only going to take a minute. Like, even yesterday, I was watching Iron Kane when he was streaming just last night, and I was trying to get into a few games with him myself, and every single time I would queue in about the same time, maybe ideally as him, somehow I would get a game faster than him, and he would still be waiting while I'm loading into game after like the lobby and everything. Like that I feel like is an issue. If two people can queue up at damn near the same time but have completely different experiences queuing up, well, I mean, like in game there's a difference there, but in terms of like queuing up, if you're having a different experience of like getting into a game, yeah, it's gonna suck. Well, that's why I say, I mean, I get why, again, I get why it could take a little bit of a long time to fix the server issues, but it's not something that can't be done. It's something that most definitely can be done. But I don't think they have enough desire to just say, screw it, let's fix it. We're just about to get into this next game. I'd say my rant is just slightly over. We're gonna see what we get into for this game. And I guess the last rant is really just the theme of this season as well. To end off this video with. The theme of this season is supposed to be GT. We've been getting nothing that's really GT. We literally just got both versions of Launch, which apparently they've been in the game since like the beginning. So I wouldn't even call them, because they didn't even really get animations that are different. So they've been just sitting in like, they've been sitting there festering. I don't want to say it like that, but they've been sitting gathering dust. Launch and Blonde Launch have just been sitting here collecting dust. Meanwhile, Bola was literally just a reskin from the start.
Set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch.
Oh, grab
Find the
that.
power keys, then place them in the right spots.
I don't know why they did that so quickly, but I am trusting them to say that someone... Ooh, yikes.
Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Yep, I'm dropping out here. Little up there. Oh yeah, he's making his way down. You can see that.
Sorry, but I'm not the person.
Ally down. If you intend
Damn,
to
he
rescue
took
them,
two people like that?
for enemies.
And that's about to be his level. I low-key like that fact of him being at just the smallest thing till he gets to level 1. Or level 2. Gives us just a brief couple of... Oh no, he leveled up, I think. Oh yeah, thank God.
You're my savior.
What's interesting is, at least from what I've noticed just now in that last game we played, I guess when Baby's actually a survivor... No. When he's a survivor, or not survivor, when he's a Civ,
Right now.
he actually, I know you can manually do it, but he doesn't make any noise at all.
Bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
I need help.
Like, this is dangerous.
You're a big help. I'm in trouble now.
Fuck! Ooh. Yo. Dog.
After it.
No, leave me the fuck alone.
Dragon fist.
Get me the fuck up out of there.
You found a power key. Go slot it.
Cause no, leave me the hell alone. Jeez. And that's two people that are down, or, yeah, that's two people that are gone now.
Place it now.
Wow.
Don't worry, I'll make the pain stop. Now then, today is your new birthday.
And that's what I mean as well. Like, it's not to say anything bad, but as well, they really need to do something about that fix. So serious. Because, I mean, the fact that a raider can immediately just get you stuck like that in like a simple little combo, maybe it's me and not knowing how the meta works, at least for raiders, but how he just very simply got me into a combo like that was kind of stupid.
Before you die, allow me to show you what a fully evolved
Because I
Topple
couldn't
is
even run
truly
away from him or
capable of.
anything. I had no ability to run away. I dodged behind him, tried to jump away, he immediately got me into the combo. and I just barely survived with my life to get out of there. And unfortunately, there goes my sensor that I had next to me.
You miserable idiots!
Great. You know what to do with that key.
And there's a chance there's a chance someone can come get me, but also he's staring right there. He's just gonna look right over here and just throw some shit. Yeah. He's literally in this direction. Run. Just, no, yeah. It's alright, buddy. You tried. That's the thing, like, I don't want to say that he really body cammed per se, but and even down to that, it's weirder that I got teleported over there and then he has like the perfect chance to just sit there and just wait to grab somebody. I don't know. As I said, baby really does make this season
Excellent.
very, very hard to enjoy. As much as he is a great raider to an extent, the whole players being servants and then sending them out and not having a max out of like 2, that breaks the game a little bit. Especially the fact that I said we don't have anything to survive against him. We have our skills, but we don't have much else aside from that. We can't dodge it. We can't even simply dodge normally now. Like, that's not even a thing. Not even with at least with the transfer, you could have kept the transfer, that you could have kept the dodges up, and then if anything, you're screwed as a survivor. That'd even make the most amount of sense to me. But now being stuck with the fact of us having to deal with this super transfer, or not super transfer, having us deal with this nerf of the transfers not being able to dodge as easily or as well as they did before, let alone as a human, you will get cooked no matter what. If you don't have a skill that's getting you out the area, you are done for.
Thank you.
It really does
Wow.
it incentivizes players to do stuff like ETM gaming. A lot of games I was playing last night was just a lot of ETM gamers. Like, I wouldn't call this ETM gaming. At least, they're setting the key and stuff. This person's at least attempting to kind of fight or do something. Yeah, she's just having fun. He's not even fighting or anything. He really is just having fun with it.
I think I'm in trouble.
And then he's just about to look around and then shoot him down. Yeah. And it's also that meta, too, of like...
If that's the best you can do, I was a fool for expecting anything more. Finish that working.
I said, I don't know. This season's gonna have a lot that they're going to have to
Goodness
do
gracious.
in order to really say that, in order to say this is a good season, the Raider is like, I really want to say the Raider's like 50% of that, dog.
I was a fool for expecting anything more.
Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go.
And he's cooked.
Then you're done.
Hey,
Now I need your help. We don't know what danger or what you're gonna take before rushing in.
And it's not even like he would have had a chance to dodge or do anything. Now, I'm pretty sure he might have a dragon radar, so he's sitting there collecting all the Dragon Balls as well. I will say at least that change of like, the Super Time Machine having that actual, having its actual like hitbox be the outline, I don't mind that at all. Raider being able to get a proper side snipe off, I don't mind that at all. That's completely fine. But again, in my opinion, it's just like the Raider, at least Baby's definitely hella fucking strong. And then, as I said, being able to infect the player, take away their skill, and then also at some point, being able to do all these things, I said it's just wild. And then they're gonna get cooked. Yep. It's quite the fall. Fall from Greece. I don't say I know they have the sense, and don't tell me you're gonna be that guy.
By molecule. No, atom by atom, I will tear you apart and scatter your remains to the stars. I have a wondrous gift for you.
I'm in trouble now. Baby,
And that's
my
his level
lord.
4.
Accept this and rise again.
I was only having a little fun with you, that's all. I wanted to see what kind of power this
That's pretty much the video, at least at this point. I'm just sitting here seeing how they might be able to get out of there.
So tread carefully.
I'm assuming that they're gonna ETM it.
You okay?
The startup system is under attack.
Well, I mean, they have to obviously. Fuck my dog. Yes, they obviously have to ETM it, but like, I wonder how they're gonna get this ETM off because it's going to be a lot of work. That's basically the video. I mean, again, I really hope that these changes for the breakers helps. Well, not these changes that they've made now, but I hope that they start to make changes for the breakers that help.
Trouble now.
I hope that they start to actually listen to the community when they say, hey, we really need certain things fixed, but we don't need the bullshit that you guys think that we need fixed.
Ally down.
But,
If you
yeah.
intend to rescue them, watch
If anything, I will catch you guys in the next one.